What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Big Red Weekly. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so your subscription will definitely mean a lot to me. Before we get into this video, check out my shirt real quick. Boom. Now, I know Phoenix obviously didn't win the championship, but this is still a dope shirt. My buddy Zach made it. He is the creator of Dimer Collection, so if you want to check out this shirt or any of his other stuff, I will put a link to his Instagram in the description below. Now, back to this video. Obviously, I'm talking about the offseason so far, a couple, not a couple trades, but there's just been a couple things that have happened in the league so far, so let's get into them. First one up, Memphis. It finalized a deal yesterday to trade Jonas Valanciunas and the 2021 17 and 51st picks of this draft to New Orleans for Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, and the number 10 and 40 picks, along with a Lakers protected 2022 first round pick. Now, when this originally hit me while I was at work, I wasn't really sure how to react to it, but I was also working, so my brain wasn't really focused on basketball at the time. But after I got off work, I was able to look at this trade, think about it, and there was a big thing that I was missing about this trade, but I will discuss that afterwards. So initially, from a basketball perspective, this didn't really make too much sense for Memphis. Now, really the only thing that Memphis did well in this trade is they traded up. So they went from the 17th pick to the 10th pick. So unless that 10th pick ends up being like just a franchise changing, not even a franchise changing player, but I mean, that's kind of what this pick has to be, just something where this player has to really just be part of Memphis's future going forward. And if it's not, this trade is horrible because New Orleans not got a better player, a better fit player, a little bit better than Steven Adams, because Steven Adams is not a floor spacer, and Jonas Valanciunas isn't a true floor spacer, but he shoots like 1-3 game on like 40%. So I don't know if that really counts, but that counts more than what Steven Adams can do. Overall, they're pretty similar. Other than that, Jonas Valanciunas is a decent rebounder. He can put up 20 if he wants, if he needs to. Steven Adams isn't normally, he's not really ever asked to do that. Normally, does he ever really do that? Have a hot game where he goes for 20 at all? At most, you'll see Steven Adams, maybe 15 to 18 and that's a really great game from Steven Adams. But Jonas can score 20 plus, if he gets going. So as a little bit better floor spacer, he fits better next to Zion when Zion's just, doing bully ball down in the paint. So I guess that's cool. New Orleans got rid of Eric Bledsoe, and Eric Bledsoe was making like $18 million a year. Steven Adams was making like $17 million, and Jonas Valanciunas was making $14 million. And this was the part of the trade that I did not realize at first because I don't know a lot about the players' salaries. But this was major because New Orleans got off $21 million in cap space, which means that they could definitely throw offers any which way to anybody. I know that, Lonzo Ball's a big player being talked about. New Orleans could definitely give Lonzo more money than they were originally hoping for or, originally planning on doing now that they have the money to do it. I know Kyle Lowry's name's been thrown in there as, he's probably going to leave Toronto and go somewhere else looking for that bag. $30 million though. I never in my life am I going to pay Kyle Lowry $30 million ever again. I probably could have seen it back in the day, but I definitely would never pay it now. I think ultimately New Orleans should try and at least do their best to keep Lonzo. Now you shouldn't offer Lonzo anything extreme, but if it's pretty within reason, I think you give Lonzo the money because I think his age and just his fit along with the rest of the New Orleans team just makes sense over somebody like Kyle Lowry who would benefit more. New Orleans would benefit with Kyle Lowry right this second, but after like a year or two, that would really be it. Other than that, Lonzo's a younger guy. He's coming up. He's developing. His development was a little slower than you would have liked, but it's there nonetheless. So I think you should stick with Lonzo Ball, not Steven Adams. On Memphis, like I said, the only thing that they really did well is they got the number 10 pick out of this. So unless that 10th pick ends up being amazing or this 14th 40th pick ends up being some dark horse pick. I don't really see what sense this really made for Memphis. Today, Milwaukee Bucks shooting guard Bryn Forbes ended up becoming a free agent. He declined his player option. So that's not super like big news, but what that does do is that's a shooter on the open market that can really just benefit really any team coming off the bench. He shot 45% from three this year on like 4 or 5 attempts, somewhere around there. That's a great shooter. That's a fantastic shooter that would benefit any team. Obviously, with it being a 3-point shooting league now, you want shooters, and as you know, especially with the Lakers, their Lakers are always looking for more shooters. I don't think there's going to be any short list of teams that would want Bryn Forbes just coming off their bench for a little bit of money. Now, I don't know the reason why Bryn Forbes declined his player option. Maybe he still wants to stay with Milwaukee. He just wants more money. I don't really know, but we'll kind of see here in the next few days. One of the bigger rumors going on has been the Lakers' interest in Russell Westbrook. Now, I'm going to try and make this short. I don't like that. Russell Westbrook's not a great fit for LeBron. He'd be fine next to Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is a big. That's exactly why he fits well with LeBron. Russell Westbrook and LeBron, while they're friends and and just by star power alone, they could win games. They're fit. Russell Westbrook's not a great shooter. LeBron's a better shooter than Russell Westbrook. Now I know LeBron's been getting better, but he still wouldn't. I would still never classify LeBron as a shooter. They both like the ball in their hands, but I would absolutely 100%, 12 out of 8 times, honestly, at this point, would want the ball in LeBron's hands over Russell Westbrook's hands. So I don't know why the Lakers would do that. Now, I thought I saw an article yesterday saying that Jeannie Buss said that Dennis Schroeder was the point guard of the future for the Lakers. I don't know if that was a troll, article, or if that was real, or if I made that up in my head. I don't really know, but assuming that was actually true, I at least like that fit of Dennis Schroeder next to LeBron and AD more, just because Dennis Schroeder is a better shooter. Really, that's really the only thing that Dennis Schroeder. I mean, he's a little bit probably better defender than Russell Westbrook at this point, but I'm not really going to go that deep into it. Just overall, the shooting and everything is really the biggest thing about Russell Westbrook that I just don't think would work next to Anthony Davis and LeBron. Because Anthony Davis, while he has some games where he's just amazing from three, he's not really a shooter either, and LeBron can't be your second or third best shooter on the team. So Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers, just don't think that would happen. I'm not even going to try and imagine a scenario where I try and make salary caps work, because I would just fail ultimately, because I don't know anything about the salaries. I want to get more in depth about them, but at the moment I just don't know anything. That's really it for today. Make sure you guys stay in the loop. I'm still trying to think of different videos to make. I've hit up a couple of friends, so I'm gonna get them on Zoom, and I'm gonna record some videos with them. So I should have a lot of videos here in the near future. And then I'm also gonna be going back to Arizona here in a couple weeks. So I want to get some basketball videos done while I'm there. So hopefully at least for the next month and a half, I should have a lot of videos planned to come out. I was just been lazy for the past like 3 or 4 days. That just I hit a little bit of a lazy streak. So leave a like on the video, and I appreciate everybody watching. See y'all later.